Family, friends, and fellow gamers, welcome to Grumpy Gnome Gaming. I'm Grumpy Gnome. Wow, it's been almost 2 weeks since we ran some Banished. Let's get into it. Okay, I figure this would be a good opening shot right here because we got a lot going on. I have decided that we are gonna start building inward from the outside. And the things that I'm really concentrating on right now is our lumber count over here. It's been humiliating that we couldn't get this number to climb, I think, even above 500, let alone 400. But you know what? I figured the only way we're ever going to get more logs in is if we put some more forest nodes in. So we're going to build from the outside in. That's going to take up a lot of real estate, and it's going to fill up the map. And once again, still looking for an end game. Had the idea, you know what? Let's get these people moving. There we go. Had the idea of maybe going to either 300 years, which would probably be butt stupid because we are not even halfway there yet, or take our population up to 3,000, in which case we're just over the halfway point. I really don't think we can go that much longer on this map. So what I'm basically going to do, maybe we'll call it 2,000 population or 200 years, whichever comes first. It's like a car warranty. Anyway, what's going on out here? I'm glad you asked. Well, obviously you can see this is a nodage, which is good, probably in one of these stacks over here. And below this, we've got a second node. So this one is a mirror to this one. This one is filling the dip between these two. So we're kind of, making Olympic rings out of these. And after this one got set, we had this little corner up here, and you can see the ring of influence. And what I did here was I dropped a dense tree shack and a simple shed. Now, I don't know if I put in a stockpile here or not. And in a perfect world, my stockpile would actually go down the road. But you know what? Here's a way to find out. Remember we did this before and I screwed it up for you? And I really thought, hey, that was a really cool thing. Way to show off how not to do something. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, I don't have a stockpile in there. So let's get out of that so we don't do it again. And what I'm probably going to do is let's drop a small stockpile behind the shack. Whoa, that must be a road. That's interesting. Okay, that must be a road. Let's try this. You know what? Let's take this stockpile down to here. Yeah. Let's go to this point. Or should we take it out? Yeah, let's take it out to this point. That way the people on the outside can grab it. Okay, I like that. Okay, here we go. let's get some building done. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up all of these. Is this bothering anybody right here that there's 2 question marks? Okay, I saw that we needed an A right here, a brewer. Boom. Get to brewing. Let's see if we can find those 2 question marks. They're probably some on something like a market, which of course is going to be at the bottom of this pile. But anyway, we'll get there. We're in no rush. We're just going to keep a chill game going. Okay, that looks good. 6 of 6. Oh my God! There's a lot going on in this game that I really want to share with you guys. And I know right now it's boring as all hell because you're just watching an old man try to look at some small numbers and make sense of them. A tailor. We'll take another tailor. And what I really want to do is get my blacksmiths up there because we got a lot of blacksmiths that are being constructed right now. Well, there's the bottom. And here we go, vendors. We took 2 out of the... Okay, here we go. Let's get this thing rolling. Okay, let's start at the bottom. Boom. There's our dense tree shack right there. Open it up. Oh, just out of curiosity, how are we doing with labor force? Well, we got 111 things that are going to require building. Now, granted, remember, half of that number is probably in trading docks that we haven't started building yet. But let's go. Let's get some construction going. Dense tree shack. Build you. Are you the small barn? Okay, that's going to take us into this area. Let's get this stuff going. Small barn, build it. And firewood yard, build it. And hunter, build it. And gatherer, there we go. Build it. And a forester. Get us our logs. There we go. And build it. So that right there opened this area up. How we doing for houses? Well, we're going to have to get people into this area. Oh, you know what? We're going to do some serious demolition of some houses. And I want to explain that to you guys when we get to it. Okay, so this node here is being built. And we'll just keep an eye on our stuff over here. Oh, let's go up to this. Okay, this must be the tiny shack. Oh, I put a forest house in. Wow. I upgraded him. Right on, dude. You got yourself a forest house. Build it. Okay. Let's go down to the next node, which is going to be one of these. Can I do this? What is it? AWSD. Is it down? That's down. This is why I could never do the single shooter games, is because it requires keyboard maneuvering, and I just can't do it. Small barn, where are we at? We're right here, this little corner. Let's open it. Small barn. Build it. Firewood yard. Build it. Even though we don't need fire. You know, that's another thing. We're going to turn off some firewood makers. Gatherer. Build it. Forester. Build it. And I want to build these houses, as I said, because we are going to do some major housing demolition. And after we do that housing demolition, it's actually going to speed up our reproduction. Okay, where is this located? Okay, is there something that says center on me? There we go. Okay, this is below our, remember the tobacco fields, the missions off over here. We stuck another node in. Let's build it. Small barn, build it. Over here, a firewood yard. Let's build it. Turn this one on, build it. Gatherer, yep. And the forester. So there's 3 nodes plus a dense tree shack and another cabin that we built. Now, there's a couple other things going on in them. Yeah, right here. I could show you with this group here. We've got a couple areas where we built these tiny row houses. Well, for reference, tiny means 3 occupants. And 3 occupants is not ideal because technically a family will grow 2 parents and 2 kids within a 10-year period. After that 10th year, the kid's going to either become a student or a laborer, meaning they're going to move out, in which case that makes room for another child to come in. So in a perfect world, you're always going to have 2 kids and 2 parents. So you need a capacity of 4. Tiny is not going to do it for you. So I'm going to go into here and we're going to demolish all this tiny stuff. And yeah, I thought hard about it, but it's just I would much rather replace the tiny with something that is going to get us more kids. And the thing is, I've got this setup going in a couple different places. You'll know that the dorms over by the archaeology center are these tiny homes. Now, don't feel bad for these people because as you saw, we just opened up a whole bunch of new houses. As a matter of fact, even by destroying all of this, we still have a surplus of homes. So these people have some place to go. If they don't, they can always jump into one of our boarding houses. So let's see what else is going on. Because I did slate for some stuff to get built here. Hey, it looks like something's going on here. An agave masher. Yep. Oh, that must mean that our other one up here opened up. So yes, please. Get somebody in there. Whoa. Okay, we got room for a couple? Or does this one have like 2? Yep. And you know what? Maybe we want to go 2 in these. Let's try that. Out of 5, how about out of 6? That way all 3 of them will have 2. Okay, what else is going on? We got something being destroyed up here. Oh, we're going to upgrade this. Do we have enough going on here, or do we need to change ratio? I think that's good for now. Oh man, you're at the tequila place, but you know what? We shut that one down because we don't want to trade our tequila. We need it ourselves. Okay, up here, what's going on? I don't know. I didn't slate anything for over here. I'm probably going to remove this stockpile, as a matter of fact, because it's that's some good real estate right there. And it's just good real estate for now. I am building a couple more schools. And if I can get over to them. Yeah, look at how slow this thing is going. It's I think we pretty much pushed it to the limit. We got a couple traders over here. This one here, 250, so that's 400 total. So there's something for 400 I wanted to buy. And I'll bet you I can find it here in a minute. Iron ore. I should have bought that. Cucumber seeds. We've already got cucumbers. What did I want here for 400? Silkworm eggs. No, that would have been 160. I don't know what I wanted here. That is crazy. Come on. Am I seriously that dysfunctional? Oh, probably the iron ore. 250, 250, trade value 2, trade value 2. There we go. Let's make it happen. 250. Even trade, make it happen, dismiss you. And you know what we don't have? I don't think we have a smelter anywhere. And there's no way of figuring that out either because it's going to register as a blacksmith. What did I trade? Sugar. Sugar, there it is. All right, let's get out of there. Close you down. Let's jump up to this one. I think this one was jade. And we're still working on bringing stuff in. Yeah, this one might be here for a while. All right, guys, let's move on. Moving on. Are we doing anything over here with the old district? I think I was ready to drop in like another college over here. I think we were going to plan that out because one thing that's going to happen is we're going to start losing. Oh, we got a bridge that I slated to get put in, so let's do that. Okay, now we're down. Oh, wait, okay, here's all of our new blacksmiths. Boom. And we're going to go straight for carbon steel. Even though gemstone sounds cool, you know what? It maybe put one of the carbon steel. We can go ahead and put one. Let's put one guy on gemstones. What do we need? 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and see now that we dropped down to 64. Now with 3 more here, and I believe I even stuck in another one someplace. That's gonna really increase our tool count. What do we got here? A small town chapel. We'll open that up. This must be a well. And this is going to be a college. So I figure, you know what? This whole industrial area here has a lot of housing. And a college here is going to really benefit this area because oh, wow, what do we got going on here? An herbalist. We're going to bring you into business because our herb count is only 25. And if we can get enough herbalists going, we might be able to bring this half heart up to a full heart. Okay, let's come over here to the archaeology center. Remember, we're going to destroy the dorms and we're going to put in some more efficient housing. But first things first, up here, we got another dairy going in, and that should cue you off as to what's here. Our archaeology center and our college campus just got into 4-H, or future farmers. So we now have a wool pen. No, we got 2 wool pens. And guess what this is? We got a milk pen. And guess what? 2 milk pens. Hence the dairy. And then here we're going to get some chickens. And then we're going to get some more chickens. And we got to figure out what we're going to do for housing. We may just do a housing block over here. Have not yet decided on that one. But anyway, that's going to go in. Over here, we actually had room for another wharf and ship. So guess what? Lobster is back on the menu. And we're going to come down here, and they're going to need their herbal, let's call it an herbal dispensary. I mean, it's a college, so they got to get their herbs somewhere. Another herbalist going in down there. And now comes the destruction. All of these tiny houses here, we need to make them go away. Because we need more efficient housing that's going to make more bibbies. Because right now, bibbies are the important thing. And you know what? I don't feel bad for these guys. Like I said, they can always go into some of the new housing that we're just building in the nodes. Or, you know, temporarily jump into one of the like freaking 5 boarding houses we've got spread throughout the land. Once this goes down, as a matter of fact, let's do some road clearage in here too, because there's a good possibility that that we're going to have to restructure this whole area. As a matter of fact, we may even find something else to throw in there. Okay, let's keep looking, see what else we can do. Yeah, I knew I had a whole bunch of stuff. When, you know what? If I would have written it down like an intelligent person would have done, we would have known exactly where to go to. We'll deal with up here later. Okay, these nodes are in full operation. Coming across here, this looks great to put like a whole row of mines into, because for some reason our iron count never got high. And this may be the lag for our iron, not iron, but the carbon tools. I don't know what's eating up all the iron, but it's definitely not there. So if we go here, if we go to mining, and if we start pulling our iron mines again, let's do the flippy thing. Can we bring one right off the road? Yes, we can, but that's going to get into the other side. So I can't build both sides unless we go up and we find out here we can pull it back 1. And if we go a little higher, here we could pull it back another 1. And pull it back another 1. Okay, there's our fine point. So what I'm going to have to do offline is find out what the optimum thing to do here is. In a perfect world, I would like to get mines going off to both sides, and that might be my next planning thing if I remember. Remember, I'm old, so give me a break. Let's move into some other areas of concern. How about a map? We came around to the archaeology center. Let's come down into this area here and see what's going on. What's going on back here? Looks like oh, that is the archaeology center right there. Let's come down into this area and see what's going on in the orchards. Okay, we got us a question mark. I'm going to bet you dollars to donuts this is another herbalist. Yes, it is. Let's see how many of these little, well, actually, this will be easier. Herbalists, we can pop in one more, and that's obviously that guy right there. So they're going to get some herb action going. And what do we got down here? Who's missing? Are you missing? Yeah, you are. And you're a brewer. So is it a brewer who's missing up here? Wow, we got room for 2 more brewers. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's make it happen. Labor force is getting kind of scarce. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take 10 of our builders just so we get a good number of laborers there. Okay, let's close you down. More footage. Okay, we built out our seafood dock here. I went ahead and I mirrored this into this field. And did I get everything linked up here? Go down the steps, go across, go up, go across, come down. Yeah, it looks like it lined up really well. So, with that said, I don't know if these are just called dock workers. Well, there's 2. 1, 2. I don't know where they went, but they fulfilled this. Dredgers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that sucked up a lot of people. Wow. Whoa. And you know how I'm a stickler about that. Because if this goes to 0 and we lose a teacher, we're going to have a whole bunch of uneducated people running around. Trading Post, are you done? You guys are still not done. Should we up it? No. Don't have the labor force to up it. You just keep on loading. Are we going at 10 speed? Yeah, we are. Okay. Oh, look at this. More stuff to build over here. Houses? No, herbalist. More herbs. And what are you? A deer butcher. That's another thing we're going to concentrate on is some deer butchery. And the reason we're going to concentrate on some deer butchery is check out our venison count here. By quantity, yeah. All the way at the, see I'm rolling it to the top, all the way. 38,000 venison. So we're going to have to start popping in some deer butchers where we can. Got to keep an eye on this number. It's getting close to 0. And I don't want to pull people off of jobs. Okay, looks like we're in a slow build here. Another option would be nomads. And I don't want to do nomads because that would seriously mess up our... Okay, yeah, this is the... Are these shacks? Oops. There's 30. Tiny houses. Oh, those must be the blah, 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 blah. Okay, is this the tiny house right here? That's a little house. No, why are we building tinies? Nuts on a biscuit. Tiny house. What the heck is a tiny house? We got the tiny... Oh, these are the shacks that are being upgraded. That's acceptable. Because an upgraded shack will house 4. We jumped into the 300Ks for food. But I'm not celebrating that. Because, like I said, once our pop... Here's the way this game works in the long game. When a family is too old to have more kids, they're going to die of old age. And for the 2 people that die in that household, 2 more young ones are going to move in, and they're going to have 2 kids each, at least. In a perfect world, they're going to put out 4 kids by the time they're in their late 30s, maybe early 40s. And so you're going to lose 2 old people in one house that are going to be replaced by 2 parents that are going to have about 4 kids. So you're seeing this exponential growth that is going to happen over a period of time. The only thing that you need to do in this game is be prepared when that tsunami of kids comes in, because it's going to hit hard when they do, and you better have the resources. Here we go. What do we got here? More forest homes. We still have a surplus, so I'm not going to open those up right now. Okay, boy, that looks pretty. That really looks pretty. It's like a quilt. Okay. What are you? Okay, you are house, and you're probably being upgraded. Why are you being demolished? Oh, you know why you're being demolished? Because I probably want to put a barn right there where you're at. Because once they get the stuff melted, they're going to have some place to put it. Well, I think that might be the episode. We're just going along the southern border right now, just checking things out. It looks like these nodes are really holding their own pretty well. Like right here, I might go ahead and there's that ring of influence, and let's pin it. And there's the forester. There's that ring of influence, and we'll go ahead. And what I might do right here is drop in another forester. We've got an infestation. We could find out where that is by looking at the event log. But what I was going to say here is like right there, kind of drop it into there. And that way it doesn't interfere with the crop field, and it stays out of their ring of influence. And in a perfect world, it's not going to line up perfectly because that just won't line up. Because in a perfect world, you want to be able to draw a road right through these 2 without hitting the yellow on either side, but we didn't line that up very well. Probably because I didn't plan on bringing a road up from there, but all right, let's find out what's infestated. Okay, whatever this is. First thing we want to do is speed up. second thing we want to do is cut, 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 cut. Now, please don't bother me with the infestation again. I know you're infested. Just deal with it. Something's going on here. It almost looks like something was here and it got removed. Because that's a crazy way of lining up something over here. But anyway. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it. So what we've seen here is 3 new nodes going in. 3 new nodes. Another dense tree shack. Major demolition on all of the tiny houses. In fact, that reminds me, I think we've got one more. This is another critical thing here. Our schools are starting to fill, which is why I dropped that college into the middle. Because the college, I think that could hold something like 200 students. Oh, hey, we got question marks. Herbalists, what are you? A deer butcher. Good, good, good. So yes, labor force is picking up a little bit. So we'll drop 1 in there. And we'll get us another herbalist going here. And we'll see how that works. If our health doesn't get any better, no, it'll get better. Hang in there. Yeah, I think that's it. We had another of that small housing. Is that it right there? This looks like tiny row houses right here. Oh man, I'm going to hate to do this, but guess what? Almost thinking about saving this for the next. Hey, we got nomads in the marketplace. Pause. Oh, man. Oh, wow. What a decision we've got to make. Interesting. Our citizen count dropped. We still, wow, if I take all of these out, then we're going to have a surplus of families. Do 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 do. Yeah, see that? There are only 2 people, and I mean the most they're going to do is have 1 kid, and that kid is going to sit in there for 10 years. Let's do it. I know this is going to be harsh, but and that's it. Over here on this side, I guess I could. I just clicked and dragged it. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, man. We got the surplus thing going on now for the families. Let's see how that happens. And I thought I had this going on here too. Wow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Another thing we can do. We can't even destroy these, can we? Another thing that we can do is I just totally lost my train of thought on that one. Okay, I'm not worried about it. We'll get rid of these. Reclaim, no. Reclaim, no. What does reclaim mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, anyway, they're going to go away. Yeah, let's look at this. The boarding houses aren't even full. So there's places where people can live. And let's do it. That's it. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a sympathy like anyway. I will go through and check these while we're offline. If you subscribe, I would appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and then tell 10 people about this site. With that said, I am Grumpy Gnome. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I should have saved that, but I'll go back and save it. We're out of here. Bye-bye.